Hello everyone. Good evening to all of you. Today I have come here with the 5th chapter of First Flight. This chapter has two parts. The first part is in chapter 5 and the second part is in chapter 6. So today we will discuss about the first part, that is, the name of the chapter is The 100 Dresses, part 1. First of all, let me discuss the characters with you. The first and the most important character is a Polish girl named Wenda Petronsky. She was an outcast student in the school who was often teased by her classmates. She used to live in Bogin's, where basically poor people used to live, and she wore the same faded blue dress every day to her school. One of her classmates named Peggy. She was an American girl. She was good in studies. She was a pretty looking girl. She often used to tease Wenda because of her faded blue dress. Another girl was Maddie. Maddie was a close friend of Peggy. She was kind-hearted, but she did not like anyone or her friend Peggy teasing Wenda. Since she was Peggy's best friend, she could not stop Peggy from teasing Wenda. Unwillingly also, she had to accompany Peggy in teasing Wenda. Next we have Miss Mason. She was the class teacher of Peggy, Maddie and Wenda. She used to help the students and support them. Now let us go into the story. First of all, we will discuss about Wenda Petronsky and her classmates. It was Monday and Wenda was not there in the class, but none of her classmates noticed it. She did not have too many friends, but in the class she was very shy and a quiet type of a girl. She always sat in the corner of her classroom. She used to live in Bogin Heights. Her parents were Polish who left Poland to came to America to settle down there. Next, we will discuss about thinking of Wenda's classmates regarding Wenda. Wenda's classmates thought of her only when they came out of the class, because they waited there to tease Wenda regarding her dresses. And that was the time when they noticed that Wenda was absent for school that day. On the next day, that is Tuesday, also Wenda was absent. Now a little bit about Maddie and Peggy. Peggy, as I told you before, she was quite pretty. She was good in studies. Or you can say she was a popular girl, a well-known girl in the school. Maddie and Peggy were two close friends, and they altogether teased Wenda. Now, it so happened that the girls in the school used to worry Wenda regarding her dresses. Every now and then, her classmates used to tease her, and due to this teasing, Wenda told a lie. She told that she had 100 dresses and 60 pair of shoes in her closet. And this lie became a game for every student in the class. Often they used to taunt her and told her to describe her dresses to them. Wenda's discomfort pleased Peggy and Maddie. Now, since Maddie was a kind-hearted girl, she was possessing a different mentality than of Peggy. One day she decided to write a note to Peggy in which she requested her not to tease Wenda anymore. But then she tore it up. She thought of how Wenda would have described her blue dress, her green dress. At this point, she was sometimes putting herself in Wenda's place. And then again, her mind was diverted by the thought of the drawing competition that was to be held in the school. Now, the day of the drawing competition came. It was drizzling outside. So Maggie and Peggy, they did not wait for Wenda because they did not want to be late for the contest. The drawing competition was for everyone, and the boys had to draw a motorboat and girls were supposed to draw a dress. Everyone thought that Peggy would win the first prize as Peggy drew pictures beautifully. Their class teacher, Miss Mason, she came in the class next day and the class assembled there near their teacher, and Miss Mason, she announced the winners of the contest. Jack Beggles, he had acquired the first position among the boys, and winner of the girls was Wenda Petronsky. The judges were very impressed with each of her drawings. In fact, they believed that all her drawings were capable of getting the first prize individually. Her classmates clapped their hands and they were also very happy to know that Wenda Petronsky had won the first prize among the girls. They found that all the dresses which she used to describe were there in her drawing. The blue dress, the green velvet dress, and the red dress also. Peggy said that she had thought she could draw the same like Wenda. Here, Peggy just cannot accept that Wenda can draw better than her. Now in the next part, that is part 2, we will come to know why was Wenda absent from her school, why was she not attending her classes, what were the reasons, and what effect did it have on Peggy and Maddie. Go through the lesson. I will give you the question answers of both these chapters together. But today only the explanation of this part. Hope you are keeping well in your house. Read the lesson. Take care. Stay safe.